Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Boys, today we will discuss cash book, and that is your lesson number 12.5 regarding your primary books of entries. This lesson is designed for O levels, and AS level students can also take benefit. My name is Masuood Ahmad. Let's see your topic. Today we will discuss cash book. Cash book is basically your primary book of entry. Along with primary book of entry, it is part of double entry as well. Why it is part of double entry? Because you maintain two ledgers simultaneously in this book. So ledger is part of double entry, therefore your cash book is your primary book as well as part of double entry system. So let's see the format, the design of your cash book. As I have told you that it is a part of double entry system. So the shape of this book is look like a ledger. So it has two sides. One side, left hand side, is your debit side, and right hand side of this book is your credit side. So on the debit side, the first column is for date, second column is for description or detail or the reason, then folio number is there for the third, and fourth column is your discount allowed. It is on the debit side, and you know that it is our expense, and you know that expenses whenever increases we debit them in our books. And fifth column is your cash column, okay, and this column is for whenever you receive cash, you enter here on the debit side, because cash is your asset, and whenever cash comes into your business, you record on the debit side of the cash column. That is fifth column. And sixth column is basically your bank, and whenever there is increase in your bank account, you have to record in this column, that is sixth column. And boys, on the credit side, you can see the date on the seventh column, and in the eighth column details and reason is there, then ledger folio, and the 10th column is for your discount received. Okay, discount received is your income, and whenever you received cash discount, you have to record in your column 10, and whenever you have to pay, you have to allow discount, cash discount, you have to record on the fourth column. And in the 11th column, whenever you pay off cash from your office, you have to record in your 11th column. And same goes for your 12th column, that is your bank column. So whenever you withdraw from bank, or you pay, you issued some check from your bank account, you have to record in the 12th column. And let's see some description, that is discount allowed. If I read first sentence, that is discount allowed, cash received and bank deposits are recorded on the debit side. As you can see, discount received, discount allowed, cash received and bank deposits are recorded on the debit side, whereas your discount received, cash paid or withdrawal from bank are recorded on the credit side. And when there is any transaction between your office cash till and your bank account, these type of transaction are known as contra entry. So from cash, if you deposit into bank, that is from 11th column to the 12th column, this type of entry both has effect both the columns, credit side of the cash and debit side of the bank, or credit side of your bank and debit side of your cash. If you withdraw from your bank and keep it in your office, so bank will be credited and cash will be debited. So let's practice some example. Here is an example in which there are 5 transactions written over there, and rest of the transaction will be shown on the next slide. So here you can see that Mr. N, you are Mr. N, okay, has cash 60 in hand, that is cash in hand in the office, and a bank overdraft of 1200. So boys, cash in hand is your asset. Asset has always debit balance, and bank overdraft is your liability. Liability has always credit balance. And next transaction, that is bought goods 560 on credit from Mr. J. There isn't any involvement of your bank or cash or discount allowed or discount received, so it does not have any concern with your cash book. Rather, it can be posted into other books like purchase day book. And return goods to Mr. J, that is purchase return, and it also will not affect your cash book, hence it will not be recorded over here. Sold goods to Mr. F, 6400 on credit, and there isn't any involvement of your cash or bank or discount allowed or discount received, so it also don't have any concern with your cash book and will not be recorded. Rather, it should be recorded in your sales day book. And fifth, that is your cash sales, 800 cash is involved over here, you have to record in the cash book. And sixth one is paid cash into the bank. So cash and bank both are involved, mean it is a contra entry. Let's see how they will be recorded and posted in your cash book. So here is the format of cash book. You can see debit side in the green columns are there, and on credit side is painted yellow over here. So originally it is not going to happen, just to make you understand. I have colored debit side and credit side differently. So first transaction, that is Mr. N has cash. Cash is your asset. You have to place it on your cash column, and in detail you can write, you should write rather, that is balance brought down, okay. And on the same day you have bank overdraft as well, so you have to record the 1200 on the credit side of your bank account, and that is your balance brought down, okay. And this transaction shows that you when you start this month, you had 60 in your pocket, 60 in your office, and 1200 you have overdrawn from your bank, so your liability is appearing over here. So transaction number 2, 3 and 4 don't have any concern with your cash book, not recorded over here. Rather, fifth entry, that is your cash sales, that is 800. So 800 should be your cash account should be debited with this, and the second fact definitely goes to your sales account in your nominal ledgers. And sixth entry is has two fact over here. Your cash is decreasing, so you have to record decrease in your cash column, and increase here your bank is increasing, so you have to record on the debit side of the bank. And the reason why it is increasing, because due to cash. So in the third column, that is F dot N, for folio number, you write C over there, that shows that it is a contra entry. And second fact is in the same way is on the credit side of your cash account, which shows that due to bank, that's not banks basically, that is bank. So due to bank your cash account decreases. And let's see the other transactions as well. So 7 transactions, this will issue Mr. J for the remaining amount less cash discount is 20. So we have bought some goods from Mr. J and we are now paying, and while you are paying, you received a cash discount as a 20 cash discount is your income. You have to record on the credit side of your cash book here. When you pay after deducting 20, you have to pay A 480. So your bank will decrease. You are issuing check, to Mr. J for 480, so you record on the credit side of your bank. That shows that your bank is decreasing, and your cash discount is your income, so income is always credited, therefore 20 comes on the credit side of your cash book. Let's see the 8th transaction. Check receipt from Mr. F after cash discount to 2% and deposit into your bank. So the check received from him is 6,272. So you will debit the bank column by the amount of check received, and the discount 2%, 128 should be recorded on the debit side of your discount allowed. So boys, it has two effects. So one effect is your on discount allowed, and other one is your bank column, that is increasing the bank. So the last transaction, direct debit on account of electricity bill, and your bank is decreased by 130, therefore you place it on the credit side. Now it's time to balance your cash column and your bank column. So you should keep these things in your mind regarding your discount allowed and discount received. Do not balance this ledger, okay? Neither discount allowed nor discount received. Discount allowed shows your expense, so total of the discount allowed is 128, and on the credit side, discount received, you got only 20 discount from your supplier, so 20 should be written over there. Whereas your cash, whenever you talk about your cash column, so you have to balance this ledger. You had 60 in your pocket, and then 800 is your cash sales, so altogether 860 is there. So out of 860 you paid 400 into the bank, so remaining amount is 460 to your debit balance for the next month, that is 460. And in the same way you balance your bank account, so debit side of the bank account is exceeding the credit side, so balance is debit balance, and written on the shorter side, that is credit side. 4,862 is your credit is your debit balance of your bank account, so debit side is exceeding. Here is your, and you have to place it on the broadened balance on the debit side. So initially you had overdrawn balance of bank 1200, but now you have in your bank account 4,860. So that is your cash book, boys, and inshallah see you in the next lesson, that is journal. Until then, okay, thank you very much.